Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video is specifically so I can thank the people who joined up with my Patreon account this year. The whole point of this video is just to thank individually all of these guys who joined up with my Patreon in 2018. I don't think all of these people are still with me on Patreon. I think it's literally showing me a list of everyone, whether they're just watching, like whether they're just following me on here, or whether they've actually pledged anything, or whether they were with me once and now they've left, but their name still shows up on the list. So regardless of what the situation is with each person, you're going to get a shout out obviously in this video. So thank you so much, even if you just came by just to look at the page. It really does mean a lot. So I'll get started. I think it's all in alphabetical order here. So we've got, and if I mispronounce names, obviously that might happen. So we've got number one. I think this is my most recent Patreon. His name is Adam Killian, and it doesn't tell me what country he's from, but I can see a picture of maybe him and his girlfriend as his profile picture there. So thank you so much, Adam, for joining up, and I hope you stick with me. If you don't, no pressure, it's fine. Alex McPhee. Now, me and Alex, we got a bit of history, long history, been friends for a while. I had a bit of a rocky patch there regarding some figures that I reviewed for him, and I wanted to send back, but it was proving to be difficult getting his address, but there was reasons for that. But Alex really went above and beyond, and like this year he's been one of my well, just strongest patrons on here. Like a really sweet guy, and such a beautiful gesture. If you've watched the channel, you know what he did. So thank you so much, Alex McPhee, for sticking with me. Andrew, now I'm terrible pronouncing this last name, Lilige. Andrew, L-L-L-I-D-G-E, that's the surname. But Andrew, thank you so much for sticking with me and joining me on Patreon. Thank you so much, man, this year. Then we've got Antonio Bays. Thank you so much, Antonio. I'm not sure again what part of the world you're in, but I don't know, maybe America or maybe somewhere else in the world. I wish I could probably click on each individual name, but the connection to the internet in this collection room is pretty bad. It took me like 20 minutes just to get this screen loaded up. So thank you so much, Antonio Bays. And then we've got Bam Stone. Thank you so much, Bam Stone. He's been a serious supporter, man. He's really just an awesome guy. Thank you so much, Bam. Now, how do I say this? Bruce Arkland, but Bruce, cool picture with the profile picture with the glasses there. I'm liking that. So thank you so much, Bruce, for stopping by. Then we've got Chris Carnage. Now, Chris Carnage is a hell of a guy. He's been a hell of a supporter for me here, and he is actually a pro wrestler, I believe. You can look it up, man. Chris be breaking some backs, suplexes and elbow drops and the whole thing. I don't know anything about wrestling. But, well, I used to watch it in the 80s growing up when it was called the WWF. Now it's the WWE. And there was also, God, there was a lot going on in the 80s and early 90s in England as far as getting to see wrestling on TV. It was nice, man. I mean, obviously, legends like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Legion of Doom, Bushwhacker Boys, Sergeant Slaughter. Was it Sergeant Slammer or Sergeant Slaughter? Action Men or G.I. Joe had someone very similar looking with a very similar name. But Chris Carnage, man, thank you so much, man, for your support on the channel and your support on here. Chris Carnage, an awesome guy and an awesome wrestler from what I can see. And then we've got Christopher Harris. Thank you so much, Christopher Harris. I wonder, God, I know a few Christophers. Is this the same Christopher Harris that sent me the Halloween magazine in October with the poster in it? Is that the one? Do let me know in the comments, man, if you see this. But Christopher Harris, major support coming from him. Thank you so much, Chris. Then we've got Daniel Nilsson. Am I saying that right? Daniel Nilsson. But he's been with me for a while now. Big supporter on the channel and big supporter on here on Patreon as well. So thank you so much, Daniel. Then we've got Dr. Denny, who I don't know much about here. It's just got a profile picture of a fox. So fair play to you on that one. But yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Denny, for prescribing me your support. Yeah. And then we have Elizabeth Brown. Now, Elizabeth Brown is an absolute legend. God bless this woman. She is, well, amazing. I love her. She, a while back, sent along some Deadpool, Hot Toys Deadpool. There he is. He's just chilling over here in the corner. But, yeah, Elizabeth Brown sent along some cool accessories for the Hot Toys Deadpool figure in the form of 1/6 scale comics and magazines that featured in the first movie. The little pony unicorn thing, gosh, a little photograph of Wade Wilson and his girlfriend, whose name I forget, but a bunch of cool accessories. And that's not all Elizabeth Brown has done for this channel. She has really supported this channel in ways I can't even, you know, she's an amazing person, really, and she's very, very selfless. She doesn't even want to be named for things. Just like, don't say my name, just I'm here to support you and stuff. Elizabeth Brown, can't put it into words, man. You're an amazing person, very, very good person. Not just for what you do for me, but what you do in your life as well, because I know a little bit about Elizabeth Brown, and trust me, she is one of the good ones, one of the good ones. And then we have, now I'm never going to be able to say this surname, so I will spell it for you, and I'll probably put it on the screen. It's Frederique, and then the last name is Bjerrejaard. I'm not going to say it because I'll mess it up, but thank you so much, Frederique. And he's got a nice little profile picture there of another fox. People like foxes on here. The next guy's got the same fox profile picture, and that is George Zelnak. Zelznak, is that right, George? But thank you so much. I think he's actually just watching me. He's literally just watching the Patreon page, but that's good enough for me. Thank you so much. Thank you, George. And then we got Glenn Page, Big G. Wow. Family man out there bashing out dioramas for your NECA figures. The guy's a beast, man. He's like, oh, such a cool dude. Glenn Page and his wife, his kids, everyone, man. Just a big, lovely bunch of family action right there. He's made me dioramas for my Chucky NECA figures, my Freddy NECA figures, my Michael Myers NECA figures. He's made dioramas for all of those, and he can make dioramas for you too. Not just NECA stuff, but Hot Toys dioramas. You can do it all. Bat caves, Freddy's basement, Michael Myers porch, 1/6 scale. He does it all, man. Glenn Page. Thank you so much, Glenn, for your friendship and your support on my channel, but mostly your friendship, man, because you are a very cool guy, and he chats to me when he's doing his night shifts. I do night shift full time. He does some night shifts. I don't know if it's full time. I think it might be full time at the moment, and then it's going to change again. I'm not sure, but he works hard, man, and we chat to each other to keep each other going sometimes through the night shifts. So, hey, Glenn and your family, thank you so much, man, from the heart. Then we've got Jeremy J. Knoll. Is that how you say it? K-N-O-L-L. Knoll, I think. I might be getting that wrong. But again, Fox profile picture. They love it. But Jeremy, thank you so much, man, for your support. And just hope you stick with me, but no pressure. If you don't, you do your thing. It's all good. But thank you so much, Jeremy. And then we have Johnny R. Ooh, I can't say it. Johnny, and then the surname is A-R-O-C-H-O. Archio. Yeah, I don't want to mess up your name, dude. No disrespect intended whatsoever. I think he was with me, but then he left or something. There's just, it says his name, and then it's all just like little lines. I don't know what that means. No, actually, he had. He's done some business. He's done some business. I think he maybe this page just needs to update or something. But thank you so much, Johnny, man, for your support. Then we've got Jonathan Rowe, whose name rings a bell with me very clearly. That guy's been with me for a while. Big supporter on the channel, loves the content, and thank you so much, Jonathan, man. That really means a lot. Are you in the UK? I get the feeling you are. Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, thank you so much, Jonathan Rowe. Really means a lot. And then we got Joseph Hernandez, who, he's been with me a while. And a big supporter on here and on YouTube. Joseph Hernandez is coming up with the screens like trying to give me information, but you can see it's not loading. But either way, I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need to know here. But thank you so much, Joseph. Thanks for your support, man. Then we have Julian Kerry. Sounds like an Irish name, which means you're okay in my books because I am Irish too. Well, I was born in England, but everyone in my family comes from Dublin, Ireland. So that's why I look the way I look, but don't sound Irish. Maybe I do sound Irish sometimes. People always, like at work and stuff, people always say to me, where are you from? Like they can't place my accent. Because I come from, like I spent 36 years living in a very rough area in West London. Very rough. Like survival every day kind of rough. We called it the struggle. I mean, that's what we called our town for years. We called it the struggle for a reason. But I don't sound like I'm from there because, you know, Mama raised me well. You know, she taught me how to talk, and you know, so I speak nicely when I can help it. But I come from a pretty dodgy area. What was I saying? So Julian Kerry, thank you so much, man. Don't know if you're from Ireland, maybe you are. Remind me in the comments, please. But thank you so much, Julian, for your support. Big love. Then we've got Luke Ryan, whose name really rings a bell. Luke Ryan, you've been with me for a while, and I know you're a big, big supporter, man. I appreciate it. And every time I see your name, I think, oh, there's Luke again. Thank you. And then we have Manuel Franco, whose name I really like. And again, he's got the Fox profile picture. Everyone's got the Fox. You're not going to see it, but, you know, just ultra Fox action. But yeah, Manuel Franco's got a badass name. Not quite as badass as Dean Knight, to be fair, but it is a pretty sweet name. Manuel Franco. Yeah, that's a good name. But thank you so much, Manuel. Manuel, was I calling manual, like a book manual? No, Manuel Franco. Franco. And then we have a name which I'm going to destroy if I try to say this. Beautiful name, though. I just wish I could pronounce it. Maybe I can. No, I can't. Too many Z's, man. Maraja no, I'm gonna mess it up, but Maraja, I think I'm saying the first name right. Again, Fox profile picture, they love it. And then the last name is DZEVLAN. I just don't want to mess up your name, but thank you so much for your support. Thank you. I do see your name popping up very often, and I know you've been with me for a while, and I know you support the channel in more ways than one, so thank you so much. And I just wish I was better educated so that I could pronounce these names. Wasn't so big on school, me. See, I discovered that I love music when I was about 10 or 11 years old. I started to play guitar, and I started to really develop a very strong passion for music and playing music and writing music. So by the time serious school started, I wasn't interested, man. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be with my friends making music, and we were playing gigs by the time we were 15 years old, and I've been playing gigs since I was 15 up until I was about 35, 36, 35. I haven't played a gig in a while now because my ears started ringing really badly because of the drums, and I got a little bit scared because tinnitus permanently is kind of a terrifying thing. If you can imagine this noise, whee, forever, like never gonna stop. But it's not that loud, but when you put everything off at night and you go to bed, it's all I can hear. But it's a small price to pay for the good times, man, playing gigs. And I've recorded loads of CDs. I've got loads of new stuff in the CD collection here, just little pieces of history from my youth and stuff. But yeah, I'm rambling, so I'm going to move on to the next one. It's Mario Cortez, another name that rings a very strong bell with me, and another profile picture with the fox head. They love it. But Mario Cortez, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate your constant support. You've been a big one for me, man. Thank you so much. And then we got Martin Kerwood, who I think is pretty recent. I remember that name coming up in an email when it let me know that I had a new Patreon come along. So Martin Kerwood, thank you so much for joining me, man. And just thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot. Every single one of you guys, thank you. And then we have Michael Parkinson. There's a very proper name there, Michael Parkinson. I ain't gonna mess with you. Michael Parkinson, thank you so much, man. Big supporter on here. Very, what the hell is that profile picture? It's funny, whatever it is. It looks like a demented fox. But Michael Parkinson, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate your support. And then we move on to Myla Snyder, who is a woman, you know, I got mad love for this lady. An amazing collector, an amazing member of the 1/6 scale community. Big name in the 1/6 scale community, and she's actually one hell of an artist as well. I just realized I was talking to Myla Snyder on Instagram recently. I've only recently just started using the Instagram messaging thing where you can DM each other. Usually I use Facebook for that, but since working with Mike on this repaint for the Trick or Treat mask, he communicated through Instagram. At least that's how he preferred to do it. So I saw Myla on there, and I sent her a message saying, sorry, I've only just started following you now. Like, she's been following me for ages. And I didn't follow her back because it's a pretty hectic on Instagram and Facebook these days, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of messages, there's a lot of friends requests, and sometimes I don't accept the friends request because we'll have no friends in common. And you go to their profile and there's like no pictures, and you just think this looks a little bit suspicious. So if I haven't accepted your friends request on Facebook, it's nothing personal. I've got to be careful, man, because a lot of, I don't know about the ins and outs of it, but you get a lot of viruses, a lot of people hacking and stuff like that, so I try to be careful. But Myla Snyder, thank you so much for all your support. And like I said, I was talking to Myla Snyder on Instagram. Turns out she's painting these head sculpts, man. She's doing commission work. She did an Elvis Presley head. She did Henry Cavill, Superman, repainted the head up. I don't know who sculpted it. Maybe she sculpted it, or maybe she just paints the heads. But either way, she is a talented artist. So thank you so much, Myla Snyder. And obviously, She was the reason that you guys got the tactical suit Batman videos from Justice League by Hot Toys. So thank you, a million thank yous to Myla for that. Myla Snyder, thank you from my heart. Honestly, I love you and thank you so much. And then we have Patriotic Bat, who I believe is just watching, but that's a badass name, and I thank you, sir or madam, for your time spent observing what I do. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Badass name. And a cool picture as well for your profile. I think I see a Hot Toys Dark Knight Rises Batman and a Selena Kyle and Hathaway figure as well beside each other. So nice picture there. And then we have Rick. They're simply just called Rick. Again with the Fox profile picture, they love it. And he's been with me for a good while now. Actually, I always remember whenever I get a new Patreon, I have to redo, you know, that little Patreon thank you page that comes up at the beginning of most of my videos now. Every time one single new Patreon comes along, I have to redo that whole page and sit there and go through this list on my phone on the little app thing that lets me make those pages. And I go through and I make sure, and then whenever I get to Rick, I think, right, I have to make sure I put enough spaces between the last person's name and Rick's name and then the next person, so it doesn't just look like Rick is another part of someone's name. I'm talking rubbish. But Rick, thank you so much, man. I wonder what your last name is. And then we've got Ruben Rivera Jr. Am I saying that right? Ruben Rivera Jr. He's been with me a while. I recognize that name, been seeing it a lot. Thank you so much, man, for sticking with me, and thank you for supporting the channel. And then we have Scott Bradley. He's been with me a while. He's a big supporter on here. Again, the Fox profile picture, they love it. Thank you so much, Scott. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you for just everything, man. Thank you for the support, and thanks for sticking with me on here and on YouTube. Then we have Scott Gilson, who I believe is just a watcher as well, but thank you so much, Scott. Again, Fox profile picture, loves it. Thank you, Scott. And then we have Taylor Tubeck. I hope I'm saying that right. Got a picture there. I can't really make it out, but he looks like a classy dude. I think I see some glasses there. I wear glasses myself, but I don't really wear them as much as I probably should. And it might be the reason I'm getting headaches that last 3 days at a time, and no painkillers will ever get rid of them. I get these headaches, man. I sound like Travis Bickle. I get these pains in my head. But I have been getting these dirty headaches, man. I go like a few days, peace and quiet, like none of it, and then I get this headache right at the front of my head. And it lasts about 2-3 days, and no matter how many painkillers I take, I think it's because I'm looking at these screens all the time making videos and I'm not wearing my prescription glasses. But my glasses are like the lowest prescription possible. I barely even need them. But I think it's actually because one of my pupils is slightly bigger than the other one. That always has been. It's like the way like David Bowie had one eye different color from the other one, like a green and a blue, or a gray and a green or something. But I've got my pupils, my iris or whatever is just slightly off, or whatever that means. I don't know. It doesn't cause me too much bother. I don't know why I'm even talking about it. But then we have Tom Stanier. Is that how you say it? Tom Stanier. He's been with me a good while now, and I recognize that name. He's always there. So thank you so much, Tom. I really do appreciate it. And then finally we have Mr. Whit Reese, who is part of the, well, he's a good friend to me. I've been chatting to Whit for a while. He has been, he's been amazing. He's part of the team for the last the documentary In Search of the Last Action Heroes. You know, brainchilded by brainchilded by Oliver Harper on YouTube. It's an amazing big documentary that's coming out on DVD and Blu-ray very soon, and it's going to be really incredible. I did a video on that recently, so check that out on the channel. But Whit Reese, thank you so much, man, and just thanks for your friendship. Thank you for sharing my pictures on the Last Action Heroes documentary Facebook page, and the nice things you say about my pictures when you post them. I really do appreciate it, man. You don't have to do that, but it really means a lot to me. I love photography, and that's the main reason I started my YouTube channel like 11 years ago, was just to share pictures. But gradually it started to evolve into doing full-on reviews and comparisons and pose sessions and just having fun. But that is the end of the list of the Patreons. Honestly, guys, thank you so much for joining up. Thank you for sticking with me. Honestly, the idea behind starting a Patreon page is because, honestly, in my heart, I found what it is I want to do. You know, I found the thing that makes me happy. And, you know, I've had so many different jobs since I was like 15 years old. I've worked in factories, cleaning once everyone leaves. I've worked for British Airways, giving out compensation for people who weren't happy about things that happened on their flight. I've worked for HMV in the stockroom. I've worked for WH Smith in the stockroom. I've worked for Games, all kinds of places. I've done temporary jobs where you just sit in an office licking envelopes all day. That was harsh. But yeah, I've had many jobs, and currently I'm working full-time night shift at a hotel. I've been doing that now for about 5 years, 5.5 years, I think. And I found what it is I want to do. I love making videos every single day. I never get bored of it, even though taking all your video files and put them on the laptop and starting to edit them and finding music to play underneath the voice and all the things you have to do every day that most people would find really monotonous and boring, and it would drive you crazy. I love it. I still love it. Like, after 11 years of sitting at the computer doing these videos every day, I still have nothing but passion to do it. I just love it. I found the thing. I mean, like I said, I play music, I play instruments, I've been in many bands, I've toured, I've recorded things, I've made some great friends, but I mean, that's a different feeling. Playing on stage is indescribable. Nothing compares to playing live music, and playing just in a room with friends or playing in front of a lot of people. It's amazing. But this, you know, sharing videos with you guys, it's a different thing. I'm not saying it's better than playing music on stage, because that is kind of unbeatable. It's an amazing feeling. But I seriously love what I do. I found the thing that I want to do until the day I die. You know, I mean, it'd be weird doing this when I'm 60, but if I can do it, I'll do it. I just hope my eyesight holds out, because this and eyesight is quite important. So I got to take care of my eyes, man. I'm eating those carrots. But yeah, I got how many? I think I have like 23 Patreons right now, and I appreciate every single one of you. You don't have to do it, guys. Absolutely, it's optional. I put out free optional content on my YouTube channel. I don't make exclusive videos for Patreon. I don't even do that. Everything I make goes on YouTube day one. There's no like, oh, you have to be a Patreon to watch this video and then it will be available for you guys, the rest of you, in a week. I don't do that. Everything I do is free optional content, so there's no MI5 team bursting in through the window with their MP5s pressed up against your forehead saying, watch this video. It's optional. You don't have to watch anything I do. But, you know, those of you that do enjoy the channel, you know, I just ask you to consider joining up on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And if enough of you did that, I could quit my job and do this every day full time. I want this to be what I do. It is already what I do, but I still have to, you know, I have to live the life of having a full-time job as well, which, to be honest, the reason you've been getting so many videos from me lately is because of the Christmas break and stuff. And then around October I had a month holiday, or 2 months holiday actually. I took all of it in one big go. So, but when I actually am back at work, I do find it quite difficult at the end of a shift, especially working on your own at a hotel at night in a kind of rough area. Most nights are kind of tense. You know, I've been in some really weird situations working in a hotel at night on my own. Dangerous situations. Sometimes I have to go face a situation that I know is going to be really bad. I call the police and say, please come, and they say, yep, best we can do is 4 hours. And I think, okay, I guess I'm on my own then. That happens a lot. It's a really stressful job. I've been racking my brains trying to think of another job to go for, but it's frustrating because I know what I want to do. You know, people say to me, you should find another job. Why don't you find another job? And I'm thinking to myself, I already know what I want. I know what I want to do. I want to make videos on my YouTube channel every day. And if I could do this full time, if even half of my subscribers did $1 a month, even half my subscribers did that, I could do this. I could do this. It could be a reality. There's other people on YouTube who do this for a living, and I just, you know, it's my dream. I want to try and make it happen. And I'm going to keep going regardless of whether the Patreon thing really starts to kick off and get rolling. If that doesn't happen, you know, I'm still going to be doing what I do. I just won't be able to review as much stuff. The whole thing with Patreon is any figures that I get to review through Patreon money, I don't keep. That's the plan. Like any figures that I get through Patreon to review that you guys want to see, like say, like I said it before, but if like a Marvel figure comes out, like a Captain America or a Thor or a Hulk, and you guys want to see it reviewed and compared to other stuff, then I get it and do that, and then I put all the Patreons' names in a hat and pick someone's name out, and then they get the figure sent to them. That's it. So, I mean, obviously, if I can get to the point on Patreon where I can quit my job and do YouTube full time, then obviously that would be helping out with me surviving as well, like paying some of my bills and stuff. But that's a long way off. That's a long way off. Even if most of you did sign up to Patreon right now, I don't think it would be like, you know, it's going to be a while before I can really do the dream thing, and but I'm going to keep at it, man. But like I said, it's optional, you know, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to keep doing what I do regardless. I love what I do. Like I said, I found the thing that truly makes me happy. And, you know, I've had to make some other big sacrifices in my life to be able to do what I do on my channel every day. Because if I was in a serious relationship and had kids, I couldn't do this. So I had to make that decision about a decade ago. I was like, right, am I going to go down the usual path of finding a mate, having kids, getting a house, and being a big family kind of situation? Or am I going to kind of be a loner and have my close friends, but very much focus on the thing that I want? And that thing that I want is going to mean that I'm going to be kind of, you know, like a bit, well, you know, it's inevitable. If you, like I said, if you're doing what I'm doing as often as I'm doing it, you can't really, you don't have time for the other things. So, but I'm happy doing it. I've always been a bit of a loner anyway. I mean, I've always had a good 2 handfuls of close friends at all times who I can go to if I need them. But I do genuinely enjoy my own company. So it's, you know, I don't mind. I'm very happy with the way things are. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to every one of these individual Patreons on here. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining up and just supporting the channel. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. This is the dream. This is what I want to do full time. I found the thing that I've got passion for. I know most of you guys can sense that passion over the years. I know you guys can see it. It is true. It is there, and it ain't going anywhere. Just thank you so much. And like I said, feel free, if you do want to join up for $1 a month, that would gradually get me to a place where I can do this full time. And you know, if I could do it full time, if you wanted me to start doing other kind of videos like movie reviews, which I don't really do at the moment, but I love movies and I love talking about movies. I love talking about music as well, so maybe you guys would be interested in some music and movie stuff, but let me know. But thank you so much, guys. Honestly, thank you. It's been an amazing year. 2018 has been a really big one for me, and it's been so many moments where I've been literally choked up with emotion of the gestures from people and just the kindness in the comments. There was a little dark period a few weeks back where something that happened and I had to make a temporary video to set some stuff straight. And the comments that I got under that video, I had to delete the video because I didn't want it on the channel for long because it was a bit ugly. But the comments I got, I screen captured a lot of them because honestly, some of the words you guys left me in the comment section were just incredible. But that's it, guys. I'll keep talking and talking. But thank you for watching the video. Thank you for your support. Love you loads. And I'll see you in 2019. There is some really cool stuff coming in the next couple of days, actually. Wolf Predator by Hot Toys is coming. There's another Hot Toys figure coming very soon after that, probably the very next day. So there's 2 Hot Toys figures coming very soon to the channel, good ones. And then yeah, other stuff by Hot Toys. 1 full scale Joker when it comes out, I'll be getting that. Justice League regular suit Batman, I'll be getting that when it comes out. The Arkham Knight Catwoman Prime 1 statue bigger than that, that's coming as soon as that comes out. Lots of stuff coming. More Michael Myers action as usual. Love my Myers stuff. Batman, DC, Myers, horror, Marvel stuff. I just don't have much Marvel stuff at the moment. Just literally Deadpool and Homecoming Spidey, just to the lack of space. I've really got to start. Oh, that's something I wanted to say. I do want to start doing giveaways on Patreon as well. And I'm not just saying that to try and entice people to join up. I've been meaning to do it for a long time. I've been thinking to myself, I need to give something back to the Patreon people. I need to pick a figure and just say, look, I'm going to put your names in a hat. It's time to give something back. So I just bear with me. I don't want to just give you any old crap. I want to choose something good, and I want to do a giveaway, and not just one figure. I want to do other stuff. Maybe I want to have a look around and find some cool little things that I've had throughout the years. Something that I think would mean a lot to someone else. And I'm going to start doing some cool giveaways and trying to give back to you guys. So that's something I intend to do very soon. I've been meaning to do it for a while. It's been pretty hectic finding the spare moment to set aside and focus on that. I need to do it, and I will. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm going to shut up now, and I'll leave you in peace. Thank you so much. See you later.